Hi, and thanks for logging on to the Daily DVAR Halacha. And here's a brand new halacha for you, and it's for Wednesday, 2nd day of January, 25th day of TEVES. Here we go. We are in a small unit discussing the laws of how the Torah asks us not to follow in the ways of the nations around us. Okay, so here we go on to our next example of this. Some of you may have seen how at the Kotel or different places in Israel, they hand a little red string out to people and they tell it to you to put it around your wrist, and people wear it around their wrist, and it's supposed to ward off ayin hara or evil eye. The question is that in any way following the ways of the nations around us? So, according to a Tosefta in the Masechta of Shabbos, there is something about not wearing a red string on your finger. It's called Darkei Ha'Emori. It follows the ways of the Emori nation that used to live near the Jews. They did such things, and we don't like to follow in their ways. And therefore, according to that Tosefta, you shouldn't do it, at least on your finger. And then there are some others who interpret that and say that it means don't even wear it on any part of your body. So if we were to follow that, then wearing a red string around your wrist, although you will see people giving them out in Israel, according to some who would follow that thing that the Tosefta is saying, it would be considered inappropriate to wear a red string around your wrist. The Be'er Moshe, you should follow with me here because there are differing opinions. The Be'er Moshe allows it, okay? And I'll take you deeper here. Rav Shamshon Rafal Hirsch explains that the reason for this red, like why red, he says that it often would come from the dye that came from a worm. A worm is a very lowly creature and very humble, and therefore looking at the red would remind you of humility, and humility is a great way to be if you want to avoid the evil eye. Evil eye is like when people are wishing you evil because they look at you and they're jealous of you and you're haughty and they just want to undercut you. But if you're humble, then the evil eye from other people, evil wishes from other people just won't happen as often because you're humble and you're lowly and they're not jealous of you. So that's why some would say that, okay, it's all right to be wearing that red thing because it will remind you of humility, and humility, all in all, is a very good thing. And when you're humble, nobody's jealous of you usually, and they'll be, kind of good about leaving you alone and wishing evil upon you. Now, other rabbis say if you want to just avoid evil eye, forget the red string. Just try to be humble. I mean, humble is a beautiful Jewish attribute. It's a beautiful attribute actually for any human. But we look at Moshe Rabbeinu, our leader. He was known mostly, in his characteristics and his attributes was humility, and so we would all want to try to be that way also. So you don't necessarily need a red string. You could just be humble. That's what some rabbis say. But to sum it up, Rav Belsky said it's okay. If you really want to wear one, he didn't see anything really wrong with it and said, bottom line, it's okay if you want to wear one. Now, if you are going to wear it, though, you should not wear it on Shabbos outside where there's no Eruv because it would be considered carrying. And lastly, just for your knowledge, the Zohar says that looking at Tcheles, that's that bluish color that's on some people's tzitzis, that color leads to humility and can also prevent the ayin hara and everything in the evil eye. So I'm not telling you to go put on a blue thread around your wrist. I'm just telling you that there's a Zohar that talks about how it too does some of these same things. Okay, so we've educated you a bit, and bottom line, Rav Belsky says it's okay if you want to wear it. Chasing after humility is a fantastic thing, period, and those are some good lessons to walk away with. Thanks for logging on. Log on again tomorrow for more. Bye-bye.